XM Radio Live,
66 Raw,
Hip Hop Digest.
It's your man DJ King Killer,
E Green,
and Kurt G.
Welcome to Hip Hop Digest, worldwide, radio wide, or should I say satellite wide?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I don't want the management to run up here. Be like, listen, satellite radio.
Satellite
up here before you
satellite. Nigga.
Welcome to Hip Hop Digest. This is your man King Killer. And what this show is about is basically, you know what, I'm going to cut right to the chase, yo. We want cats, we want old heads in the game. We want backpackers. We want dirty South lovers. We want you to start thinking about what this culture is and what it represents. We want you to start thinking. To me, the biggest problem with the dirty South, ain't nobody thinking. It's a lot of hustling going on.
Hold on. They thinking,
I don't know if a lot of you doing a lot of thinking.
Everybody's thinking about their hustle, getting their
money.
Yeah, that D-boy money done turned into hip hop.
Thinking about getting indicted.
Check us out. The culture, but I'm saying the culture, hip hop itself is it's just about 40 years old.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? It's just about 40 years old. So, you know, we're not as old as rock. We're not as old as jazz and any of those other things. So, and I understand it's youth driven. You know what I'm saying? I understand that.
Well, that's only the case because a lot of heads, you know, feel like that they got to grow out of it. Like there's some kind of
hip hop is a disease or something.
Like
once you get a certain age, I'm 30, I can't listen to hip hop no more.
Let me get that Miles Davis.
Yeah,
like,
let me go ahead and listen to the smooth jazz now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I'm a grown man now.
Okay, that's what's up. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be a motherfucker. I'm gonna start inciting niggas up here. I want to incite a bunch of motherfuckers from Tallahassee who loving Rick Ross to call up here and start challenging me.
The lines are lit up.
Yo.
You better believe it. Florida's on the way up 95 right now.
Yo, Southwest is all booked. The Greyhound of the sky. Oh, my fault. I can't even say that shit, can I?
No free advertising on XM?
No. We must get paid first.
Oh, damn.
Every day of hustling.
Oh.
No doubt. I think one of the first topics that we're going to touch on right here, and we're going to stay with the Dirty South as a topic. I've been in the game since 1977. You know what I'm saying? And probably been DJing since at least 81. I've been in the game for a minute. I ain't new. And the fact that the Dirty is running it, that the South is running it, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. But I only hear cats off that New York is jealous, the West Coast is jealous, everybody mad because the Dirty South is running it, it's their time. Y'all niggas, to me, to be honest with you, ain't none of y'all niggas saying nothing. I ain't looking for Martin Luther King out this mug, but ain't none of y'all saying shit.
B, let me just real quick knock you in the head and remind you that hip hop, just like everything else, is cyclical. You know what I'm saying? You have the golden era of hip hop, you know, in the late 80s and the whole nine, where everybody was doing Public Enemy. Everybody was pro-black in the whole nine. Then along, and you can remember real well when I first brought to your attention NWA.
No doubt.
You really didn't understand it, but then at that moment, there was a whole different change, and we going through that right now.
And I'm gonna be honest,
right.
I was dissing NWA. I remember that. I was dissing NWA when you first brought it to my attention. But the 80s, and this is another, I'm not even gonna say it's a gripe, but in the 80s, and I've said it several times, you had a balance. You had Luke, you had the 2 Live Crew, you had Shadi, that was a Florida. They taught us about bass. What, nobody putting the asses on cover before Luke. Let's respect the gods. You know what I mean?
Uncle Luke.
You know what I'm saying? Uncle Luke. You know what I'm saying? Just like the same way NWA taught us about gang life. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't up on that shit in Philly. Wasn't up on that shit in Jersey. That blood, Crip, that thing. Them things. Ice-T. Shout out to the original niggas. Ice-T and them niggas who really taught us about gang life. Along with Public Enemies, the Big Daddy Kanes. So you had a lot of... You had a lot of balance.
You had a lot of balance.
You know
but you think... I think right now with the thing we're going through is this copycat syndrome just times 10.
You know it.
I think that these folks, they seeing a formula. You know, you got your D-boys, and then you got your can we call them dancers? The Laffy Taffy fellas,
snapping
the
your fingers and they toes.
So
yeah.
right now from the whole South, you got this snap thing going on, you got the D-boy thing going on, and New York is not really understanding that right now.
Right, they don't understand what's going on down there, and it's really, to me, New York is just like right now they're like the forgotten stepchild, and they're feeling a little out. Feeling like I can say they're probably a little pissed off right now. New York is a little mad and upset, but to me, you should be mad at yourself.
Right, it's
your fault.
It's your fault.
Let's say it like this: the hustle game was brought to rap to me with that hustle with Big, you know, Jay-Z, Jigga. Them niggas brought the hustle to the game, and a lot of niggas was listening to them. Not just New York niggas was listening to that hustle game that Big and Jay and them was kicking. South was listening to that too. And they're bringing that hustle game to the flow, but now they're getting paid to do it more than the niggas up north.
You're turning me into the hip-hop liberal here when I'm actually the hip-hop conservative. But what I'm trying to convey is that when New York fell off back during the New Jack Swing thing, it was again a whole copycat. No offense to Teddy Riley and the whole New Jack Swing, but everybody in New York wanted to do that. And so NWA and the rest of the West Coast, King T, we throw King T out.
Yeah, we can go.
Big up for King T.
Just say some names. So when they were doing their thing, it just caught everybody. Like, wow, these dudes talking about hauling off bodies and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck the police.
Yeah, fuck. Police. Can I say that again? Fuck the police. Anyway, I got off track.
Too many police agencies in the Washington D.C. area for that.
Right across the street, nigga. ATF.
Oh well.
But for real, I'm trying to say though, it's not like New York didn't make that comeback. When that whole, it was basically, even Hammer was going, Hammer, the whole Vanilla Ice situation going on, all of that stuff. But then, who do we have? We had a cat called Tim Dog, wrote that song, Fuck Compton.
Right.
Right about that time is when your boy Biggie was coming with that Juicy and bringing it back to the regular New York grind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, New York, first of all, New York isn't going to get anything back in this climate, and not because I think that the people wouldn't be receptive of New York. Kurt G made up an interesting point. New York niggas, Cam and them niggas, Papoose and all these new niggas, the majority of them niggas ain't doing nothing but talking about moving a bunch of birds. The same shit Rick Ross talking about.
Right.
Hey,
Rick Ross is in a new Cadillac
like
every other day with a trunk full of birds. Sound like Papoose to me.
Well, check it out, y'all. We got Daquan on the line here. Let's hear what he got to say. Cole, you calling from Daquan?
Yeah.
Okay, so Daquan's saying that we sound like a bunch of haters.
And he might be right on that.
No, I don't want Daquan to think I'm a hater.
But I'm not hating.
No.
I'm just putting the facts out there.
That's basically what we trying to stick to.
Right. You I don't care what part of the country you from. You can't escape the facts. The majority of Dirty South rappers, with the exception of probably the big three, the Ludas, the T.I.s, the Jeezy on the outside looking in, gotta respect the guys. Outkast, because first of all, they're not getting any respect. They're not getting any respect.
Is the kings of Atlanta, if you want to call somebody the king.
Wow.
Come on. The Outkast was doing it for Atlanta before anybody knew who the rest of them niggas was.
Yeah, but they went off on some fucking Erykah Badu shit, nigga. I don't know what the fuck going on with Outkast.
I'm not saying they didn't, but Outkast, when they came with that Cadillac music shit, it was ridiculous.
No doubt. And they set a new standard, and that's a good point. See, the point I'm trying to say is that, and I'm calling niggas out, you know what I mean? I understand before the show's done, and if we don't get kicked off the air, niggas gonna have restraining orders out on cats, because I'm gonna be the first one to call niggas out. Yo, Young Jock ain't really saying shit. Now, again, I'm not expecting Young Jock to be Tupac. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. He's saying what he's saying to sell records at this point in time.
Okay, but isn't that what we're basically saying, is that this whole situation right now, all these cats, is just, again, the whole copycat syndrome coming back again, where everybody wants to be a D-boy. There was heads that was, popping off that NWA stuff that ain't never seen a gun.
They never seen a gun.
You know
exactly. The same way a lot of niggas is talking about shipping birds and all. Niggas, only birds is in your fucking refrigerator right now, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So, King Killer B, you made a good point, though. You know what I'm saying? Back in the golden era that it's called of hip hop, there was a whole lot of diversity. You wanted to listen to Queen Latifah or MC Lyte, you could do that. Do we even have any female rappers right now?
Well, getting some head. That's about it. But putting themselves on the bottom letter of the rung of the ladder, should I say? Okay. Fucking talking that crazy
Trina,
shit.
Come on up.
You know what I'm saying? Trina sounding good compared to that shit.
Yo, XM Radio.
She ain't got to say shit to me.
XM Radio Live. Put the shout out to Trina.
66 Raw.
66 Raw, huh? No rubbers.
Ooh.
That's real, no doubt.
I don't know about that these days.
Yo, what we're going to do is we're going to segue into another segment since we're talking about female MCs. Recently at the Essence Music Festival, there was a panel. I believe that Jill Scott was on the panel. There was some people from Essence Magazine, since it was obviously the Essence Magazine. And they were talking about hip-hop and the image that hip-hop portrays amongst black women.
Man, let me speak on that real quick.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Do you?
I think that a lot of that anger and confusion is misplaced. From a brother that's been on quite a few video sets, I've never seen anybody forced to do anything that's, no booty shaking. I mean, obviously the directors and there's guys there that's saying, hey, whoever's showing the most, doing the most, gonna get on. And so there are women that's willing to do that. But I can't really sit here and put that on the whole hip-hop as a whole as far as that goes.
Well, in future shows, I would like to have any of those ladies come up here and represent.
Exactly.
We need them to really represent. But what I will say is that, and I criticize all of these guys. I criticize Luda. I criticize, I criticize Nelly, Jamie Dupree. I'm going to criticize all them niggas for a lot of different things. One of the things I will not criticize them for.
Views expressed on the hip hop.
Yes.
Not necessarily.
You were saying if you need a restraining order, I think you need to get one now.
Yeah, right. I'm reckon JD probably, I'm going to have to have a restraining order.
No way. Assumes responsibility for conversation.
But the point I'm saying is at the onset, black women do not participate in the culture only after the money shows up. You go to a DJ contest, there's not a sister in the place. You go to an underground contest with DJing, b-boying, there's zero sisters in the place.
We have no empty
a lot of Caucasian women in the set, though.
A lot of Caucasian women in the set, no question.
Asian women.
And Asian women in the set.
But there's no sisters, and the lights, damn, look at that phone bank. Lights are sick right now. And I hope that's a lot of sisters calling up here to represent, because what I'm saying is that
Oprah might be on one of them lines.
Ooh. Yeah, you better get a restraining order.
Hey, I'm
That's big money there. Yeah, you can't hide from that.
But what I'm saying is that on the onset of all of these guys' careers, I can guarantee you Nelly and all these guys probably, and I don't know them, and they would have to come up here and qualify that, but I will guarantee you at the onset of their career, they didn't really get a lot of black female participation until after they started making money.
Man, I think that you gonna get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, damn right. But like I said at the outset, I'm inciting motherfuckers.
I see a few women from XM walking by right now.
Hey, they can come in here and represent. But it seems to me, you don't want the BET Uncut videos made. You don't want. But see, you're not really supporting a type. You're not supporting a cat. You're not supporting. Let me give you an example. You take somebody like Little Brother, who they not about big asses and they not about doing all that type of shit. Okay,
that's real hip hop right there.
But that's real hip hop right there. But ain't no sisters fucking with them. Okay, they don't know who they are. But you throw Rick Ross, you throw Young Jock, you throw them franchise boys, you throw all of them niggas on the bill, and you got a million sisters down there going nuts.
We can't really put that. I mean, with the advent of television and videos, man, and the stuff that gets into their eardrums.
Yeah.
Familiarity, or however you say that word.
Exactly.
I know the name. I know the words, the songs I hate.
I know the words to Young Jock. I'm going to admit it. But I know some of those words. It's going down. But I know some of those words.
You got a lot of Essence Magazine type sisters who gonna criticize Nelly. Gonna criticize Jamie Dupree.
The same chicks gonna be in the video, man.
Exactly.
These not the same chicks.
Yeah,
these are the type of chicks who, first of all, not into hip hop anyway. Yeah, not really much like that.
Right. They're listening to Kim.
You know what I'm saying? Right. There you go. And they want to criticize Nelly. I'm gonna defend Nelly. I'm gonna defend him on that because, again, like I said, if somebody from Essence Magazine or a sister who has this position is going to come up to me and be like, I'm not fucking with Nelly, I'm not fucking with Young Jock and all that big asses in my videos. That fucks up black women's image. And they ain't gonna turn around and fuck with Kim or listen to Kim. You're not offering a b-boy like me no alternative. I don't hear you say, "Oh, the Roots' new album is very nice."
Yeah, you got a good point.
The Little Brother is very nice. Yeah. Common is good to go. See, you're not saying that.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're not even you either.
Hey, hold on, B. We got Shantae on here. She want to say something.
What up, Shantae?
What up, man? Shantae? Holla.
So Shantae's point is that these guys should think more of black women. They're in a position to make a difference and should think more of black women.
Well, that's why I try to explain to Shantae, though. A group or a rapper, whatever, could say, yo, I'm shooting a video in bumfuck Egypt. And it's going to be chicks showing up there with thongs on, man. It's just the way it is. He didn't say, or they didn't say necessarily they want to have those kind of women there, but you say that there's a video, they're going to show up there like that. So who really does this responsibility fall back on?
Shantae, do you know who the Roots are? Do you know who some of these other, and maybe you do, and if you're the type of woman who's down with that, you know what I'm saying, then I can applaud that, you know what I'm saying. But I'm sorry, I recently just DJ'd at a club. I recently just DJ'd at a local club downtown DC, and I put the Roots joint on. The floor scattered.
Nobody was on the floor.
Hey, I put shoulder lean on. The floor got packed. Again, that's not taking nothing away from. See, to me,
it's not them dudes that made the song. It's the people that should expect more.
Right. Exactly. But also, we live in this radio is running things and video running thing culture. To me,
shit, who Panera on his way up here right now?
Hey, that's okay. And he can bring his ass up here. He can bring his ass slam up here. Because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these people, a lot of these executives, they know who they are. I don't hear anyone calling Kathy Hughes out of Radio 1.
He's calling out Kathy Hughes.
Damn right, I'm calling out Kathy Hughes because nobody's calling her out.
Get somebody to start your car for you.
Check it out. Just like
be running like a fucking referee.
Check this out.
Fucking soccer game in England.
Them hooligans coming up after me. That's all right. But the point I'm saying is that nobody's calling Kathy Hughes out. Radio 1 plays a lot of that shit. Nobody's calling out the president of Viacom.
Viacom,
the views expressed on Hip Hop Digest.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Let me go ahead and get fired. Let me go ahead and
the owner of MTV, BET, and VH1.
Yeah, damn right.
That's who you calling out?
And let me go ahead. I mean, fucking balls to the walls now. Might as well get fired. Clear Channel, them niggas too. Oh God, the president just walked in.
Shit.
Yes, you guys are gonna have to tone it way down now.
XM Live. This is the Hip Hop Digest. No
66
doubt.
Raw.
No doubt about it. XM Radio Live.
66 Raw.
Hip Hop Digest.
With your man DJ King Killer.
E Green.
And Kurt G.
And you have been listening to Hip Hop Digest, the most inflammatory radio show on the dial from 12 to 1 every day.
1, baby.
We only get an hour, nigga.
That's it.
No doubt. And coming up next is
Miss Kitty. Meow, meow.
Yeah.